Children of God, no matter how much they just gossip about you, lie on you, or just bring you up to find negativity, something to talk about, just forgive them because you're a better person. You know, you can't get into the kingdom without forgiveness. You gotta, because most of the things that happen to you is for a reason. And people think that you like a gift to them, but you also are a person like a counselor. Like God put you in a path to find out they hurts, they sorrows, their pains, you know what I'm saying? The negativity that the devil's attacking them. So, like it's crazy. Like, okay, I had an event that happened one time. It happened to me a couple of times where I was around a group of people. That's why I don't do groups too much. I like to attend church services because I like to hear good things, but it's like the attitude towards you and the vibes is still of the world. Like, I'm not going to say no names, but it shows me like what kind of person and people I'm dealing with. So I forgive them, but let me break this story down to you. Like, one time I was at this individual house and I was just sitting there and I could feel in my bones that I was going to be asked about. And right when I felt it, it was like, so, where's Squeaky? And I'm like, damn, like, why am I always the subject? Like, people just can't bless you and just keep the blessings coming. Because I'm the type that I turn back and I look on people who bless me. But I feel in my bones I was going to be asked about. So what I put as an empath together, I was like, well, I'm always talked about. Now I see, like, you don't understand. These things are not of God. Like, just, it's hard because the Most High put you in these paths for these people to help them. Even though they're helping you, that's the camouflage. Because they don't think that you never had anything or you never are capable of doing things. They don't know you have talents. And it's like, man, sometimes I'd be hurt, but I was like, well, I really like this person. But then I started seeing that it's just like everybody else, man. You have to be the subject. You have to be the topic. And another thing about the zodiac signs, people don't like to deal with zodiac signs. Oh, that's evil, this and that. It's your birthright. And through that birthright, you know the characters of people, how they feel, what their intentions is. Are they a gossiper? Are they a liar? Or is they cheap? Or is they vain? So that's why I ask a lot of people, like when I was doing tattoos back home, first thing I would ask them, I said, oh, what I do, I give them a free tattoo on their birthday. So I was like, oh, so what's your birthday? By the way, so, you get a tattoo, I'll give you a free tattoo on your birthday, make your day happy. And that's how I find out who they are. Like, are they cheap? Are they liars? Are they deceivers? Are they honest? Are they prideful? So, like, this life journey, I'm learning everything. One of my favorite shows growing up as a kid was Highway to Heaven. Like how this angel just used to walk the path, and he sometimes people would pick him up, think he hitchhiking, and he just end up seeing what's wrong in their life. And even though he was just always on this journey, he would help them on their path. But they look at him as a homeless guy or just a loner, but he was actually put there to figure out their worldly problems because he was not of the world. So like I said, man, I know who people are from their character. I know what they're about. And it's amazing how people, instead of just defending you, saying, well, hey, he's a good person and or she's a good person and they're there for me mentally. No, they see because you need certain things at a time. But see, that's the gift because you're actually paying a profit. You actually paying that person, like Christ did the same thing to as well. That's probably where they copy it from, where Christ was on the street and Christ, he healed people and by his good deeds, they fed him and he fed others. But it's just like, man, these days there's a lot of phony people, man. A lot of phony people, and they figure, oh, because you come around, it's because God made you something else. But no, God put you there to actually find out their problems in the life, in life. Like, hey, this is how I see it. And you might be able to bless them with your view of what you see with life because you've been through so much. But that's how it goes, y'all. It's a lonely path, lonely journey, and people think you're just a gift to them, but you're really just a counselor. Like, you seen it all, so It's up for you to testify and just help them with their little problem as they feed you, as they help you. Because the reason why you was put in that situation because God wanted to have that camouflage, like, hey, surprise, this is the answer for your problem. Now it's time for me to go on a journey again and find other people who need the answer to their questions that they have. But like I said, if they think righteousness is just being of the world and doing things of the world, you're wrong. Because you could be in the world, don't mean you're part of the world. And I know you heard that many times before, but I mean, your whole life mission is to help others of God. But most of these people don't be of God. They be in the flesh. They be vain. So